is up, YouTube? I hope you're having a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, whenever you happen to be tuning in, and welcome back to another prep vlog. It is Tuesday, the 6th of May. Fucking crazy. And I just figured I'll pick up the camera today because I want to film my quad session, because I ain't shown that on the channel in a hot fucking minute. So I am currently sat outside the gym, but said I'd just give you a quick little rundown on how it's only been 2 days since I last vlogged. So obviously I was chatting to you guys on Sunday, so I had like that big refeed, had lots of food going in, and food has still been going in, guys. Food has still been going in. So Sunday I ran 325 carb, yesterday I ran 325 carb. So let me just pull up the data for you guys. So I believe when I woke up on Sunday I was 128.9. So we did 325 carb, and then I was 128.4 yesterday. So did 325 carb again, and I trained upper, and my weight actually dropped a lot, 127.3 this morning, which is like close enough to my prep low of 126.6. Christian texted me when he was doing my check-in. He was like, is that right? I was like, yeah, it's fucking right. I stood on the scales a couple of times. So 375 carb is going in today. So I'm just eating. I'm like, am I even on prep at this point? Like, it does not feel like I am. But it's nice, and my body is feeling really fresh. My sleep has been improving as well, which is great. I've been getting kind of like 7 hours most nights. Now, obviously, I still don't sleep fully through the night. I will usually wake up at like 3 or 4 and kind of toss and turn a little bit, but then I can usually drift back to sleep as well. Actually got a weighted blanket. Shout out Rihanna, my client, if you're watching this. She recommended it and I've been really enjoying that. And yeah, I'm just feeling good. I feel like I'm cruising. I feel like I'm chilling. I don't really know. Again, at this point, it's just daily check-in, daily monitoring of the look. If we need to pull back and do a few days of depletion, we'll do that. But for now, my body just seems to be responding really well. Obviously, the stress is just dropping off, which is why my weight is dropping and I'm just looking better. I'm looking fuller. I'm looking tighter. And my body responds really well to low stress. I know this. I even know this from my last comp season. Like, when I'm stressed, I don't look good. Whereas when I'm chill and I'm relaxed, I look my best. So that is really the aim of the game now, between now until show, whenever that is just keep chill, find the best look, hold it. But I'm just feeling good. Like, I'm just feeling really fucking good. Like, at the end of the day, I know I've done the work. I know that I look the best I could look. I know I'm in the best hands. Christian is a fucking master when it comes to peaking. He just knows what to do. And I know that ultimately I'm going to get on stage looking the best that I could ever have looked. And it's my first fucking show in wellness, and I have to keep reminding myself of that, and even reminding other people. It's like, this is the first time I've done this class, so I don't know what to expect. You know what I mean? Just have to hope that the judges like what they see, I guess. But they might not. They might be like, you're too small. And if that's what they say, then that's fine. I'll go away and grow. But yeah, I'm just feeling good. I'm feeling at peace and I'm excited. So today, obviously Tuesday, big check-in day. Did loads of check-ins this morning. So now I'm just going to go and train. Have my breakfast. So I did show my breakfast. Did I show myself eating my breakfast? I did. So bagel, banana, peanut butter. No, bagel, peanut butter with jam, egg whites, and then 140 grams of banana. I'm excited because I get to have a big bowl of cream of rice later. I've been fixating on the cream of rice. It's so good. It's so good. I can't believe I spent so long like not eating it. And I know I'm going to hate it again in a few months, so I'm just enjoying eating it for the time being. And yeah, just going to be a day of chilling, feet up. Steps are still at 12k, which I've actually been managing to do. Been so nice waking up in the morning and just not getting on that fucking walking pad. And that's really it. So big fucking quad day coming up. Let's go. It's kind of a short session, but it's fucking hard, but I'm excited. So I'll catch you guys in there. I brought my microphones. I might mic myself up. Will I? We'll see. Also, I feel like my face is looking very fresh. I've been using the Drunk Elephant like glow drop things mixed with my moisturizer, and I feel like it's just giving my face life. So highly recommend. Right, okay, guys, as always, you know the fucking drill. You know the drill. Stop what you're doing right now. If you are not already subscribed, go and do that. Have you done it? While you're down there, give it a like, give it a little comment. Tell me if there's something you guys want to see. And I'll talk to you guys in the gym. Let's go. And we are back from quads. Fucking great session. Oh my good God. That combination of all the carbs in, plus let's be real guys, drugs starting to peak. I felt fucking great. I was able to push so hard in that session, which just felt amazing because realistically there was a good few weeks there where training just wasn't, I was still training and training hard, but it just didn't feel great. But it almost reminded me of what off-season training is like and got me really excited for that. Because obviously I've been back on Primo now for 2 weeks, and you know Primo does take, because it's an injectable, takes a little bit longer to kind of peak in your system, and I feel like visually and physically I'm starting to like feel that, and obviously Anavar does give a lot of benefits for training performance. Again, just always try to be transparent, don't do drugs kids, but yeah, it felt fucking great. And post-workout shots, I mean, Christian was like, his response, and I knew this was going to be his response, he was like, what the fuck? Like, yeah, I kind of can't believe that I look the way that I look. And right now my body is just super fucking happy. It loves carbs, obviously. So yeah, I just feel great after that. Feel fucking fantastic. What a good Tuesday. So back home now and I'm having my post-workout meal. So something a bit different. To be honest guys, I got a bit bored of cereal. I was a bit bored of the Cocoa Pops and banana. I still like it, but I was just a bit bored. So I switched it up to chicken, rice, pineapple, and some veggies. Some people will be like, oh, like veggies post-workout fiber, you're not going to absorb the carbs as well. Listen, I'm so fucking insulin sensitive at the moment. I ain't going to have any issues. I had this yesterday and it went down a treat. I only had 100 grams of rice. This time I did 120, but I'm hungry. Like my appetite has actually gotten higher the last few days. I think as food is going in, it's just ramping up, which is good because it means I'm using the food properly and I'm still staying really tight and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm buzzing. Have my water too. I've started to measure my water just so that I know exactly how much I'm having each day, because that will be important for peaking. I'm gonna eat this and then I'm gonna get back to the rest of my check-ins for the afternoon, and I will pick you guys back up at some point along the way there. But yeah, I'm in a great mood. Honestly, there's nothing like a good fucking leg day to just put you in a sick mood. Love it. Hey Laura, how are you? I hope you're having a wonderful Tuesday and that everything's all good with yourself. And thank you so, so much for your check-in for this week. 16 weeks out from the shoot, baby. Let's go. Well, 16 weeks and 2 days to be precise. And obviously it has been a good week, all right? A very nice productive week on the fat loss front, seeing that kind of body weight come down a kilo on average, which is pretty good going. You know, that's kind of your 1.5% of body weight per week now. I'm not one of these people who's like, we must have this exact rate of loss every single week. And generally I prefer to see a bigger rate of loss, especially at the start of a prep, so that we have, you know, less digging to do towards the very end. I mean, we might still have to, who knows? But if we can see these kind of big drops towards the start, you know, realistically, we were 77.7 the day we started prepping, even before then, and we've had a low of 75.7. So that's 2 kilos off. I know it's fluctuated up a little bit, but still, that's a really solid start to prep, and, you know, can even see the physique starting to play ball. Okay, it is 4 p.m. Check-ins are wrapped for the day. So on Tuesdays, my kind of like European clients, I'll check in the morning, and then I have quite a few of my clients who are from like Canada, America, check in, and their check-ins come in the afternoon, so it really breaks up my Tuesday nicely. So they are all complete, all done. Another freaking great day of check-ins. One thing I really appreciate, so many of my clients have been like, I wouldn't even know you're on prep because of the energy that you still give us, and that means the world, because my job is literally my priority. Like, yes, competing is important to me, but my clients actually matter more, and I really did want to make sure that I would still deliver like the best service, and you know, I think as a coach, using being on prep as an excuse to not be as good of a coach is shitty. But anyway, I'm just having my next meal, which is fat bowl of cream of rice. So we have 90 grams of cream of rice. Can you see it? 90 grams of cream of rice, 100 grams of berries, 20 grams dark chocolate, and 30 grams of whey. I did manage to procure myself a nice big glass bowl because the plastic one just wasn't hitting. So I'm going to enjoy the fuck out of this and then go back upstairs and finish off some work. Have some podcast planning to do. And then I will pick you guys back up. I'll do another walk before I have my dinner. And then it will just be a chill rest of the evening. But it's been a successful Tuesday so far. I'm still buzzing after that quad day and after my pictures. Honestly, it just feels so good to actually be like super happy with how I look, because I thought I wasn't going to be ready for my shows. I was actually like at one point in prep thinking to Christian, like, if we have to push the shows back, that's fine. And now I'm in a place where I'm basically ready early, so that's cool. Anyway, gonna dig into this and chat to you guys later. And it's dinner time, so I'm just getting my dinner together. So you will have seen I'm doing, oh my god, my AirPods were just like in a puddle of water. They're fine. Doing 400 grams of potatoes, which I'm making like roast potatoes. Oh, ever since I made them the other day, I've been like thinking about them. So fucking good. Potatoes also something like, I think a lot of people would say like, oh, if you're having higher calories or like a refeed, you should like avoid potatoes because they're voluminous, which I get, but also it really depends on your digestion. I digest potatoes really well. To be honest, I digest everything really, really well. It's one thing I'm just very grateful for with my body. Like, I know a lot of bodybuilders who they can't digest like certain vegetables, they can't digest potatoes, they just can't digest a lot of things. I honestly can digest basically everything except dairy, to be honest, which again, very, very grateful. Like even TMI, but you know, like my digestion doesn't slow down in a prep, which I always think it's so funny when like, just know when a bodybuilder says digestion, they mean shitting. That's what it's code for. But like, I literally go to the bathroom every day. That is way too much information to give on the internet, Emma, but this is the reality of prep. Like a lot of girls, like I obviously prep a lot of girls. Some girls, like if they're in a deficit, they're not going to the bathroom, which obviously that's not a fun time. But luckily for me, I don't have any issues around that. Like, thank you, digestive system. As long as I'm not silly, I'm generally fine. But yeah, I just think like, one thing I just wanted to talk about is like, I'm kind of conscious. Like I know I said earlier, like it basically doesn't feel like I'm prepping right now. Samson has gotten very big. I'm just gonna put my steak on. If you're making steak, make sure you take it out of the fridge before, so it's at room temperature. Well, I know I said earlier, like it basically feels like I'm not really prepping right now because I'm eating so much, and I'm kind of conscious people watching are probably thinking, aren't you meant to be like in the gutter at the very end of a prep? But this is honestly just comes down to the fact that I'm ready early because we started prep with loads of time. Like I'll never be the person to do like a 12 or 14 week prep. I want like well over 20 weeks, and maybe that's just the natural bodybuilder past in me, but I would just so much rather have a longer prep and then be able to cruise into the shows. And I do have back-to-back peak weeks coming up, so if I wasn't ready, that would be very difficult to manage, whereas because I am ready, I'm going to be able to just cruise in through these shows. But yeah, it's just one of those things, like it might look easy for me now, but don't forget all the work I was doing, you know, like that was 20 plus weeks of like pretty low food a lot of the times, cardio, 6 45-minute cardio sessions a week. Yeah, that's been out since a couple of weeks ago, but that doesn't mean that I wasn't still struggling through that, you know. My steps have been super, super high. Like I've been pushing, and yeah, okay, maybe I'm lucky, like my body is responsive. I don't have to go super low food and super high cardio, but it doesn't mean that it still hasn't felt really fucking tough. Like for me, the middle part of prep was so much harder than this end. Like I felt so much worse at that point, and I wasn't even ready at that point too. So it was like I felt shit, but I also wasn't ready. Whereas now it's like, even if I do feel a bit shitty, it's like, yeah, well, I'm in stage condition, so like obviously I'm going to feel a little bit low energy. But you know, if you want to be in a position where you can like eat up into shows, I mean, obviously genetics in your body is going to play a big role there, but also do the fucking work first, you know. Like don't look at what I'm doing now, look at what I've done over these last 20 plus weeks to be in the position that I'm in, you know. And obviously as well, it's, you know, having a fucking phenomenal coach who knows how to manage me and knows my body, you know. And it's even me knowing my body. I know my body responds well to taking the stress off and bringing food up and stuff like that. But yeah, I just thought it was worth mentioning. Like if you are watching this thinking, girl, you have it so easy, don't neglect all the fucking work that I did beforehand, because that's why I look the way that I look now. And you know, this is, like I said, while I always favour longer prep, even with my own clients, I've got a good few girls on stage this year and they're all started their preps 23 to 25 weeks out, because I would rather them get ahead and be ready early and be able to manage fatigue and cruise into shows. So yeah, it's just the end part of a prep is really managing it, you know. It's managing the look. And I would, if I was stressed right now about being ready, I would look so much worse because of the stress. But because I'm just like, yeah, I'm fucking ready, I'm chill, I'm relaxing, you know. So anyway, yeah, I'm really enjoying this prep now, I have to say. I'm just trying to focus on enjoying the last bit, you know, and enjoying every single phase. So Samson has something, I think he has my sunglasses. I'm gonna finish cooking this. I'll show you it when it's done. Like, I'm sorry, but how fucking good does that look? I'm literally such a good chef. Everything I make is just 10 out of 10. So I'm gonna enjoy this. I'm gonna watch some Pretty Little Liars,
And to be honest, I probably won't pick you guys back up until tomorrow. My last meal is going to be Greek yogurt, strawberries, peanut butter and granola for my extra carbs. And I'm going to aim for a good early sleep. I'm going to guess my weight's going to be up tomorrow, partly because my legs are already so fucking sore from that session today. Like, I pushed myself fucking hard. I was stood up earlier and I could feel my quads cramping. You know, I really am going to have to be super careful when it does get to peak week to not train like that, because it's hard, because right now I'm full of carbs, drugs be peaking, like the temptation to go in and just fucking annihilate myself in the gym is really, really high. But also, one, we want to keep inflammation down in my legs, and two, I don't want to risk injury because that would be the last thing that I need. So I need to be careful. It's just hard when you feel good, like you just want to go in and fucking train damn hard. But anyway, gonna eat this and I'll catch you guys tomorrow. And it is the next morning. It is Wednesday. So body weight this morning, I was up half a pound, so 127.8, which is good. That's what we want, because obviously yesterday my weight had dropped quite a lot. I do definitely feel like all of that weight is just inflammation in my legs, because my legs are fucking sore. Oh my god, like even overnight in bed, if I like moved my leg wrong, I could feel a cramp in my calf and in my quad as well. So yeah, my legs are definitely feeling heavy today. Potentially pushed it a bit too hard in my session yesterday, but fuck it, we're fine. I know when it gets to peak week I will be more smart about that, like I was discussing yesterday. And you know, today I do have a 90-minute massage, so I know that that is going to sort me right out. Checked in with Christian, he was super happy with the look. Again, it's like, it's at the point now where every day he's like, best yet, like better, even better again, which is just really nice to see that my body is responding so well to more food and less movement and everything like that, and just creating a nice stress-free environment. So aside from that, this morning, obviously check-ins. Wednesday is my final check-in day of the week, so I've just been blasting through check-ins, and now I'm out on a very lovely sunny walk. The weather is just perfect. I fucking love May weather in Spain. It's like 20 to 25 degrees, so it's sunny, it's warm, but it's not like uncomfortable, which is what it can be like when it's August. It's fucking hot. So yeah, just getting my first chunk of steps in. Food today, 300 carb, so be the same as what I ran on my rest day in my last video. So I have all that planned out, ready to go. Bagel for breakfast on a rest day, honestly love it. I've only got like what, 4 Warburton's bagels but left. I should have bought more and put them in the freezer, but sure, look, I'll be back to my Mercadona bagels soon, and have all my meals planned out for the day. So like I said, have my massage. I also have a posing session with Sanaya at 5 p.m. So that'll just be a bit of a run through, just making sure everything is exactly where we need it to be for stage. I'll probably do the posing run through in my stage bikini and actually throw on my jewellery as well, just to get used to having all of that on. And I normally don't pose that late, but it's actually a good thing, because I know I'm going to be on stage late. Like a lot of the shows I'm doing, the Wellness Girls sometimes don't go on until 7 or 8 p.m, which, to be fair, I had that in my last season too. I had plenty of shows that were late ones. It just means that the day is fucking long, especially when you wake up at fucking 4 or 5 a.m. But such is life. Gotta do what you gotta do. So yeah, it's just gonna be a nice chill day. So I don't know how much I'm gonna show you guys or whatever. I do want to do a little bit of a haul, because I got some new gym clothes bits. Shocker. Oh, the dopamine shopping that comes with prep, it definitely hasn't let off. I don't think I've made any insane purchases. I bought a new phone. That was kind of it. I haven't done anything crazy, I think, but there is definitely packages coming to the house most days, so maybe I have. Oops. Anyway, sit back, relax, enjoy this part of the video. Pick you guys back up soon. Not me just filming an entire fucking haul, then to realise that the microphone wasn't plugged in. So I guess we're starting again. Okay, so I picked up a few things from TVO. I'm just gonna put you guys up. So this is like a German brand. I think I did a haul of them a couple of months ago, and their stuff is really, really cute. And basically, I really wanted, when I was ordering from them the last time, these cherry shorts, and they didn't have them in stock. So I'd signed up to be like email notified, and obviously I got an email being like, hey, they're in stock. So I was like, okay. And then, you know, when you're like on the website, so you're like, I'll just have a look and see what else they've got. And they had a few new colors in. So I was like, fuck it. I deserve it. Not like I'm spending my money on anything else except the prep, which is incredibly fucking expensive. So anyway, I did get 3 sets. So I will show you guys. So the first one, so these are all the Ignite scrunch shorts and bras. So the first one is, the label says Easegrau. I think that means grey in German. If I'm wrong, feel free to correct me. But yeah, I really like these shorts. I love the way they just like sit on your waist at like the perfect height. It's like, you know, some shorts you have to like roll them down all the time, which is just fucking annoying. But these literally sit like perfectly mid-rise. They have like a very slight like taper at the waist, so it just makes you look really cinched. I love the bras as well. Usually I like more of a backless bra, but I do think that these are like really cute. And yeah, I just love it. This is annoying. I was doing all my first impression thoughts and now I have to like remember what I said. Just so annoying. But anyway, this is the first set. It was the third set, but now it's the first set. Okay, next up we have the color Rosa, which is so cute. I have to say, like, I have been really liking pinks lately. I think, so I used to be blonde. I used to be like bright blonde, like bleach blonde. And when I was blonde, I loved pink, loved baby pink because I thought it went really well. And then when I dyed my hair dark 2 years ago, I just went through this phase of being like, pink doesn't suit me, it doesn't work for me, it doesn't work for my hair color. But I feel like I'm rediscovering pink and I fucking love it. And I just think this is such a cute, like, set for summer. My only, like, slight concern is that these are potentially like not squat proof. I don't know. I mean, check the fucking glute lines, but I don't think you guys can see my asshole, can you? Things I shouldn't say on the internet. And I don't really think, there's not really much camel toe. There's like a little bit of gathering. But if I like pull it down, I think it kind of looks worse. It looks like men's boxer shorts. So, you know, and obviously I'm a wellness girl. So part of the criteria is that like I have to yank shorts like as far up my ass as possible and walk around like this. It's kind of a joke. It's kind of not. But yeah, I think these are okay. I think they're okay. And it's a cute color, cute summer color. Obviously I'm tanned as fuck. The Milano tan is working. I just think it looks cute. I'm so excited to wear all these fits in like peak week when I'm doing like my cute little pump sessions, get some cute content. That's the really important thing about peak week is, you know, looking good. And then the final set, which is obviously the reason I was on the site in the first place. So these are the cherry color, and honestly guys, like I am obsessed. This is like the perfect red in my opinion. It's like just a bit on the dark side, a little bit like autumny, but just I love the way these like sit. You do have to kind of like pull them down to like sit under the glute, but I love. So the 2 other sets, I've both the bra and the shorts in a small. This shorts are a medium because that was actually the only size that came back in stock. The bra's an extra small, which to be fair, it fits because I have literally no tits. And even in off season, it's not going to fit me as soon as I'm finished prep. I know that, but also I'm getting my boobs done at the end of the year. So I imagine most of my sports bras probably aren't going to fit me after I have my, sorry, what the fuck? Bagel straight to the fucking thing. But yeah, probably most of my sports bras won't fit me. But anyway, I forgot to mention, well, I mentioned it in the first time that I filmed these clips. I just had breakfast. I'm so like full. Like I'm so bored of food. Everybody who's on prep and like suffering is probably like, shut the fuck up. I'm not complaining. Like, listen, no problems with eating lots of food, lots of carbs, straight to the glutes, hopefully. Fill these fucking glutes out so that like you literally can't miss them from a mile away. That's the goal, right? Bring that fucking wellness fullness. But yeah, like at this rate, I'm not even going to want to eat anything post-show because I'm just so full. Like I'm kind of hoping we do some days of like depletion just to like make me feel like not so fucking stuffed. But anyway, aside from that, yeah, this was a successful haul. I actually I got one of the bras in white. I'm not arsed trying it on again. It's literally the exact same as all the other ones. Just, you know, a fresh white bra is always nice. Also, Does anyone else just have like millions of these in their house? Because I clearly don't need them, so they're just flung everywhere. I'd say Shayna's like, what is this? What is this? But anyway, yeah, I'm buzzing. Right, I have a few check-ins to do, and then it is time for my massage, which I'm super excited for because my legs feel like 2 blocks of fucking lead. It's gonna go down well. Okay, beautiful people. It is 20 past 3, had my massage, which was lovely. My calves, my glutes, everything was sore. So she went at it. My legs always look so like crispy after a massage. I love it. I have like pre-stage treatments booked in for 3 of my shows, which I know is going to make a huge difference to just like that kind of look and getting all of that inflammation off of my body. And then I just had my lunch, which was steak, rice, pineapple. Have to say, like, my appetite is super low today. I know I said it before, but I'm kind of like bored of food. Like I think because I've just had so long of not eating a lot, I became so comfortable with being a little bit hungry and my small meals. And so now having bigger meals, even though I'm trying to keep them smaller volume, it's just a bit of a head fuck. Like I think in the back of my mind I'm almost waking up thinking surely I'm gonna be fat today, even though I know that's not the case. And I actually did want to talk about this whole process and what I'm doing right now, and you know why I'm eating so much when I'm still in prep. Because I think to a lot of people, they think, oh well, you know, you're prepping, you're at the end, you should be starving, you know, you should be digging really, really hard. But when you think about a bodybuilder on stage, right? It's not just about being as lean as you can be. And if you go through a long period of time of eating very low food and especially very low carbohydrates, what happens is the muscle gets flat, right? So you want to think about your muscle is almost like a balloon. And when that balloon is full of water, it's bursting and it's like pushing out, right? And it's creating this pressure. So now imagine that balloon is underneath your skin. If that's pushing out against your skin, it's going to look big, it's going to look full, it's going to look dense and round. Now, the water in this analogy would be carbohydrates or glycogen, right? So glycogen is a stored form of carbohydrates. If you're not eating enough carbohydrates, that balloon, imagine it's just like it's deflated. And so now it's not pushing out against the skin. And what can happen then is, 1, your muscles look smaller or non-existent, but 2, you actually look less lean because you don't have that same definition because the muscle isn't pushing out against the skin. So when bodybuilders are getting ready to step on stage, they will fill out, or you've probably seen people, you know, they'll carbohydrate load so that muscle becomes full. And that's really, really important. And in general, like if you run too flat for too long, sometimes it can be really hard to then refill that muscle towards the back end, and then you don't get that desired look on stage. So we want the balance of being lean and being in condition, but also being full. And especially in wellness, you have to be full. You have to be bubbly. You have to be round. That is what they want. You know, they don't want striated glutes. They don't want feathered quads. And to be honest, I've been watching, and I said this in a video before, we've been really paying attention to the condition that they want in wellness, even looking at the condition of some of the girls in the pro qualifiers that have been on recently and who's winning pro cards. These girls are not shredded. They're not diced. And in my head, I thought I was going to have to be like so fucking lean. And don't get me wrong, I am the leanest I've ever been, right? Like no doubt about it. I've never been this lean before. But now we want to take that condition and fill it up and not spill me. And when we say spilling, that would mean you have too many carbohydrates relative to what your muscle can hold, and then you end up holding water subcutaneously and looking a little bit like filmy and watery. Like we don't want to get there, but we want to push the fullness basically as much as possible. And because right now I'm in this position where I am lean enough, I don't need to lose fat anymore. Like I can just maintain. And it is kind of crazy to me, honestly, that I seem to be maintaining my weight on such a high amount of food, you know, 300 to 400 grams of carbs a day. Like considering I was eating, I think like 450 carb at the back end of my off season. Let me just double check that, but I'm pretty sure that's what I was on. Yeah, I was on 450 carb, right? So considering I was on 450 carb when I was like 40 pounds heavier and my weight was very slowly going up, the fact that I'm now basically maintaining my weight on that food, I wish I could tell you guys why that's happening. I don't know. My body is just burning through it. It just likes the food, it likes the carbs. Obviously, you know, I have things in play that are driving up, I guess you could say, my metabolic rate, like T3, clen, as well as, you know, I've got anabolics in place, so potentially that's having a little bit of an impact. But the goal right now is to just kind of hold me where I'm at, ready to go into my shows. And again, I think once I'm doing my shows with Christian, like Christian's actually coming to all of my shows, what I'll do is like, I'll actually get him to sit down and kind of explain to you guys what this whole process has looked like. But, you know, this is, I guess, the joy of being ready early. It's just that we are able to do this now and have my physique at its freshest, because at the end of the day, you don't want to get on stage looking tired and looking flat and looking depleted. It ain't a good look, especially, like I said, in wellness, where they want fresh, they want feminine, you know, like they don't want someone who looks gaunt and sickly. It's not a good look. You know, if you look at the girls who are placing top at the Olympia, top at pro shows, they look healthy. They look like they're full of vitality, you know, they don't look in bits, basically, you know, and as much as it's not a beauty pageant, like it's not, but also like, they like pretty girls in wellness. I don't think, like, you look at that top 5, they're all fucking stunning at the Olympia. Like, they're all gorgeous, gorgeous girls. You know, they don't look haggard. They don't look masculine either. You know, and that's why, like, even when it comes to things like drug use, you know, we are pretty moderate. Like, I really do not push anabolics much at all, because I don't want, like, I could have way more muscle right now if I push anabolics more, right? But then I wouldn't have that same freshness to my physique or the same femininity that I have right now. And my femininity is very important to me. I like being a woman. I want to stay a woman. And even if it means it's going to take me a few more years to reach my goal, I don't mind. I would rather take my time and be a woman when I get out of this sport than be a small man. Because to me, that's just not worth it for a fucking plastic trophy. It's not even worth, like, they wouldn't even be worth it for a fucking Miss Olympia trophy. You know what I mean? But yeah, I think, like, it probably does seem weird that I'm just eating so much. It feels weird to me as well. But I find, like, with my body being where it's at right now, it's so fucking interesting to observe how it's responding. Like, I'm just, like, to me, like, I love this, right? Because at the end of the day, I coach bodybuilders too, right? So I've put girls on stage. I have more girls on stage this year, and, you know, in years to come, if you're ever interested in coaching, click down below. But to me, this is all a chance for me to learn as a coach about how bodies respond, and every body is going to respond differently. Like, some people won't need much food to fill up. Some people will need loads of food to fill up. But at the end of the day, if we can just, like, slowly titrate my body up into shows, my condition will hold, my midsection will hold as well, which is obviously really important. Like, let's say I had to deplete really, really hard into peak week and then fill up with lots of food. My stomach would probably not tolerate that very well. Whereas I spoke about it yesterday, like, my digestion is fucking great. So big up to my body for that one. Thank you, Gus. But, like, if I was having to do those, like, extreme measures, it might not go so well. But it's just really cool for me to observe what a body can do when it's in this state and when it is really, really responsive. It's just fucking cool. Like, I just find bodybuilding is just so interesting to me, like, this whole peaking process. And I think at the end of the day, like, peaking should be simple, right? Like, not that I'm not in peak week. I'm not in peak week, but I guess you could say we're gathering data for peak week, so that when we get to peak week, Christian knows exactly what to do, which, to be fair, I know he knows exactly what to do. But, you know, it's just so cool. Like, once you've done all the work, you've gotten in condition, then it's just about getting fresh, right? So you're removing fatigue, you're letting the body kind of rest and chill, bringing training volume down, bringing expenditure down, and then starting to fill up with carbohydrates, right? And some fats to a degree. But yeah, I just find the whole thing just wild. It's just so interesting. But, like, at the same time, I feel like it's making... it's not making for, like, boring content right now, but I just feel like every day I'm just like, yep, it's another high day. Like, bitch, are you even dieting? Are you even prepping? Are you even still prepping? Yeah, I am. I am still prepping. Imagine I was like, I'm actually just not going to compete. Anyway, so I've just been doing some work, doing some podcast planning. One thing I have noticed in the last few days, my brain function has definitely improved. Like, this particular podcast, I've been trying to plan it for about 2 weeks and I just couldn't. Every time I sat down to do it, I was like, I can't do it. And now I've just blasted through planning it. So that's nice. It's nice to remind myself of what it feels like. And, you know, I know I still don't feel good. Like, I think it's really easy when food starts to go back in to sort of placebo yourself into thinking, like, yeah, I feel great. I know that when I actually have fat on my body, I'm like a different bitch. I'm so fucking productive. Like I do miss feeling productive because, you know, at the moment I do my work. Like I'm really good with like my clients and my check-ins, but see, when even it comes to things like Instagram content, like it's all very vain at the moment. It's just me flexing because that's honestly all I can stand to post. Now, engagement do be great and people seem to love it, but I don't feel like it's particularly helpful or valuable. But, you know, if that's what people want to see, that's what people want to see for the time being. But, you know, even doing things like that or just business development, I'm just like, ugh. But, you know, it's not for too much longer. It's not for too much longer. Also, I am so fucking tanned. I did lie outside for a little bit of time, just to continue working on the base tan. I'm going to film a video this week about like skin prep for shows and like what to pack for shows, because I think that would be interesting for people to watch. And in the next few weeks I need to start packing. I need to write like a list of shit that I need. But I mean, I think I have everything. I've been pretty good with like buying all the stuff that I know I'm going to need, but you know, and also I'm an overpacker, so I'm going to bring literally everything that I can think of. So I will definitely do like a big video on like packing and skin prep as well, because that is importante when it comes to competing. But anyway, I'm just waffling now. To be honest, I'm just trying to fill time in this vlog. Also, guys, I'm raging. So I got Botox in February. And then I messaged them and I was like, oh, can I just come in for a top up? And they're like, oh, you can't get your Botox done. You have to wait 4 months. Otherwise it might not work again. So I can't get my Botox until the middle of June. And I wanted to get it done fresh for my shows. Like, it's not too bad. It's not too bad, but I could really do with it fresh for my shows. I was like, well, I go somewhere else, but I know that wouldn't be wise. I know it's fine. Like, it's grand, but I already can't wait to get it done here. Anyway, right. Gonna just do a little bit more planning here, and then it is going to be time for cream of rice. And I'm so sad because Shane was going to the shop, so I was like, go and get some frozen raspberries because I need it for my cream of rice. And then he texted me and he was like, there's no frozen raspberries in the shop. So he got fresh ones, so I'm just gonna have those instead, which will be fine. To be fair, I always take the frozen raspberries out of the freezer like half an hour before and let them defrost because I don't want them to be cold. So I just need to crush up the raspberries. It's just they have to be crushed. Like, I can't have like a big raspberry. No, like it has to be all like in the little bits. I get so fucking picky in prep. I feel like everybody does. Everyone has like their weird things. They're like, no, this has to be exactly the way that I want it, but it has to be the exact bowl, has to be the exact spoon. The shit you do in prep, it's so funny. If you do, like, please comment down below. I never ask people to comment. Well, I do, but like, I want to hear your most like weird prep things that you do. Like, just weird shit. Anything that you do that is just like so fucking particular to prep, please leave it down below as a comment, because I just kind of want to hear. I kind of want to laugh. Like I know for me, like, I think everybody gets this in prep, but like, I can't stand if I'm trying to eat and I was about to say someone tries to talk to me. Shane, like the only person that I've ever read I eat, but like if I was like at home or something like that, my mom tried to speak to me and I'm trying to eat food, oh, it drives me nuts. Or oh my god, so I always watch things when I'm eating, which I know some people be like, oh, you should eat mindfully. I'm good. See if I like open my laptop and for whatever reason the internet has been slow or my laptop isn't charged and I have to wait for it to charge and I have to wait, like I can't start eating until something is playing. It drives me nuts. Like I'll be sitting there like oh, like in off season wouldn't give a shit, but right now I'm like, no, I need to be like set up, watching my show, chill. Anyway, right, I'm gonna do this. Then I gotta eat my cream of rice and then I have my posing lesson. I'm excited. Okay, so I'm just about to jump on for my posing lesson with Sanaya in a couple of minutes, and I thought, why not put all of the jewellery on just for when I'm practicing so I can kind of get a feel for it. So obviously I have my earrings. These are the Compact Melanie earrings. Everything I have in jewellery, in terms of jewellery, is from Compact. I did do a haul on this like, I don't know, a month ago, 6 weeks ago. I've obviously got some of the rings. I'm so debating on whether or not I want to wear my engagement ring on show day. I think it goes really well, but the only issue is I'm scared I'm going to lose it. So I don't know. I need to decide on that one. And then bracelets. So I've got 2 bracelets on each. Obviously this clip is going to be put in black and white so you guys can't see my bikini. This is the suit that I'm going to wear on my first show because I know what the background of the show is like and I know that this suit is going to go with it. But yeah, I'm excited to, like, it definitely, like, looking in the mirror, I'm like, oh shit, I probably should have done my makeup. I should have like done a bit of a trial run for makeup, but honestly I don't care enough. I know how to do my own makeup.
I'm so like full, like as in like my belly is full. So this should be an interesting posing session, but like I said, I need to be used to posing this late in the day. I know for a fact on show day I won't really be eating, so I'll be feeling super sucked in and tight, which I kind of can't wait for, to be honest, because I'm sort of bored. Like, I know I keep saying this, but like, it just feels a bit weird when I'm so used to being like hungry and like, don't get me wrong, I still look super shredded. It's just like the feeling, you know? But anyway, I'm going to jump on for this session with my gal. For anyone who doesn't know, because I don't know if I talk about it enough, I am a sponsored athlete with Limitless Flow Posing, which is run and owned by Sanaya. Sanaya, I've been working with her for like 3 years now, so she helped me with my figure debut, and I got so many compliments on my posing, and then I've been working with her for wellness, and over a year ago now, was it the end of 2023? She asked me to be one of the sponsored athletes on the team, which was such a fucking privilege. So I've been working with her obviously super closely on my posing, and I send all my clients to her. She is just fucking incredible, and she knows me, like she knows what I need, because I'm a bit of an idiot when it comes to posing, and she just knows how to explain things super simply. So if you are ever interested in posing, whether it's bikini, figure, wellness, fit model in any of the federations, like she herself is a toned figure British champion, and she's competed in bikini, and like her posing is just beautiful. So I highly recommend. There's a few of them. There's Amy, Mel, G, and Sanaya. They're all amazing. Or if you just want to get to grips with posing, the Limitless Flow Posing website, they have tutorials for everything, and it's such a good place to just start with building the basics. And they do loads of packages. They do like check-ins for posing. Honestly, they're amazing. So if you're ever interested in posing, Limitless Flow Posing, I'll link them down below. They're the people to go to. Okay. Anyway, I'm gonna jump on now in a second and get posing. Oh, I love these earrings. I had other ones, but I think they're like a little bit long. But I think these are gorgeous. Okay, so
let's have a look. Oh my god, that colour on you, honestly.
Is it fab?
Yeah. It does. You know what? It's because the connectors are so thin. It makes your midsection look so tiny.
Yeah, that's what all the wellness girls have. Is just like the teeniest, tiniest ones.
Tiniest ones. Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you shut your cupboard door?
Oh yeah.
Because it's gonna hit me. Okay, so to begin with, let's just quickly, no stage run through. Let's go through your mandatory posing, walking in.
Yeah.
And then also your individual routine, just as is. Make amendments, and then if we're happy, we'll go through stage run through.
Yeah.
And can all wellness competitors please make your way onto the stage? Woo, Emma! Lift your chest up a tiny bit. Yes. Don't worry, I won't out your fucking bikini like the boys do. And quarter turn. This is a much nicer look.
Yeah.
Like this is like much fuller, less kind of like shreddy. This is like really nice. Just bring that wrist in a bit more. That's it. And slightly rotate your chest to me a little bit more. There we go, just to get a bit more of that X-frame. And can you turn that right knee towards me? Yeah, that's better. Okay, facing the rear. Really good. And quarter turn. Don't push down on your toes. On that right toe. Now push down. What I want you to do is try and not tense that right butt cheek. Because when you tense it by pushing down too much on your foot, you get striated glutes where I actually just want full and round. Okay. There. Does that make sense?
Yeah. So I'm going to think about like pushing up nearly.
Yeah, rather than like pushing down.
Yeah.
And back to the front. Turn that right knee out to the right a little bit more. Can you open your hips to me slightly? I just want to see what that looks like. 4 to 10. Don't forget that lean. That's it. Facing the rear. And facing the no. Take 3 steps to the back wall. Back to the front. Can I make an adjustment on where your hands are here?
Yeah.
So your right arm looks like you're like blowing away a fart.
Do you mean when I do this or from the back?
When you do like 3 steps to the rear, do your sign off for me.
The sign on.
Do your like sign off to go to the 3 steps to the rear. Do you know how we step back and then we walk?
Yeah.
Show me that. Okay, yeah. So I want you to keep that right hand down onto that right quad after you've done the arms, because otherwise when you twist, it comes like, it's like you're basically like woofing. It's like, yeah.
So like
there, yeah, that's much better. It's less like, what the fuck's her hand doing? Like, has she just farted? She's like blowing it in my face. Can you imagine?
Oh. I have all this recorded. That's definitely going in the vlog.
Good. Remember, hand. Good. Nice. That sitting into the hip makes such a difference. Mate, I'm so happy. I'm like so happy. Like, the fact that we've actually gotten you to like pose like a wellness girl is beyond me. It's honestly beyond me, because those hats, they've been haunting me. Honestly.
I hope I've been keeping you up at night.
Honestly, you have. It's been great.
2 years, I'm the best fucking teacher ever, and we got there.
Oh, thank you.
That is the posing run through. All done. As you probably heard, she was super happy with how things are looking. We just had to make a few little tweaks to some of my poses, and we did just tweak my transition from the back to the front and when I'm walking to the back. But aside from that, everything is good, and honestly, I'm buzzing because my posing is something I've had to work really fucking hard on. It does not come naturally to me. I'm not a naturally graceful person. I'm not naturally very flowy. I've been posing with Tanaya literally for a while, for like 2 years now, and to see it all come together just feels fucking good. It was cool to do it with my jewellery as well. So yeah, buzzing. So it's nearly 6 p.m. I'm gonna have dinner, then I'll be out for a walk to finish out my steps, and then chill for the evening and just eat some more food. Lucky me.
Bro.
Hello and welcome to the Your Gym Big Sister podcast. I hope you're having a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, whenever you happen to be listening to this.
Good frickin' morning. Thursday morning. and I'm obviously out on a walk. It is a beautiful, beautiful sunny day. Honestly, guys, prepping in a sunny country is such a life hack. Like this compared to my last prep when I was like walking around in Dublin in the cold. Oh, it's just so much easier. It's just so much easier. But as you all have seen today, 127.5, so I did drop a little bit of weight, which I was honestly shocked by because I was so full by the end of yesterday. So today I am training. It is quads and glutes in M13. My legs are still a little bit sore from quads the other day, but fuck it. I'll be fine. And plan of action from food is 375 carb today again. So Christian was just kind of saying, like, right now I'm exactly where I need to be, so we just have to hold me where I'm at, right? Like the look is getting better every day, weight is holding, I'm still able to train hard, I'm looking fresh, and my body is just responding super well. So yeah, it's a great fucking spot to be in. The body is happy and healthy, and that is what we want to see. So, well, healthy. It's definitely not healthy, Emma. That's not healthy at all. It's happy. It's happy, and I would say it's as healthy as it can be, considering how lean I am. So yeah, aside from that, obviously this morning, did some work, recorded a podcast. This afternoon, we're going to meet like a dog sitter with Samson, because obviously when we travel for our shows, someone has to look after him, so we haven't booked in with this lady. So we just want to go meet her, so that she can get to know him a little bit and he can get familiar with her. Poor Samson he's been a little bit unwell the last day or two. He has the runs basically, and I was awoken at like 2:30 this morning and I could hear him crying. Oh my god, a fly just flew in my eye. But yeah, I could hear him crying, so I was like, oh shit, I better go downstairs and see if he's okay. And he was okay, but I let him out of the cage, and he had to run. He had to run and go and take a little bit of a shit. God, why am I talking about this on camera? But anyway, so yeah, that woke me up. But like, fair play to him for like not going in his crate and like trying to get my attention. And now he seems fine this morning, but he obviously just ate something while he was on the beach, which he has a tendency to do, and it hasn't been agreeing with him, so that's his own fault. Hopefully lesson learned. But yeah, so we have to do that this afternoon and then just have other work to do, obviously trying to get ahead of stuff like podcast recording and things before all the travel and stuff does kick off. And I want to film a video this week about what to pack for show day, and also like skin prep and stuff like that. So I'm going to sit down. I'll either film that this afternoon or tomorrow. But anyway, I will catch you guys for breakfast, which I bet you are not going to be able to guess what it is. Go on, write a guess. What do you think my breakfast is going to be? And we are at the gym, ready for glutes and quads. I'm already excited for these post-workout pics. I'm going to have a nasty fucking glute pump. The other day when I trained glutes and hamstrings, I had such an insane pump. I felt like I couldn't walk. It was insane. And today is only going to be even better. So what do we have? Leg extensions, hack squat, booty builder, adductors, kickbacks, and some delts, so rear delts and side delts. So yeah, I'm expecting that I'm gonna look pretty fucking nutty. I'll probably chat after the session and flash up the pictures on screen once I am doing that. But obviously I showed you guys my session the other day, so I'm not gonna show you this session as well. Obviously I just had my breakfast, which was, as I'm sure you guys guessed, egg whites, tomatoes, big old peanut butter and jam, and some banana. So yeah, it's gonna be another good day of eating. Got a big scoop of defib in. The VAR is in. It's going to be lit. It's going to be a good session. Excited. So I'm going to head in now and hopefully get a big nasty pump, which is what we want. Feeling good. Energy is good. Like I said earlier, legs are a little bit sore, but I know once I kind of get warming up, I'll be absolutely fine. Also, I'm sorry. I feel like such a dick, like holding the tiny microphone, but I wasn't arsed just like magnetizing it to myself to literally speak for 2 minutes. But yeah, it feels so good to actually just be able to train again. Not that, like, obviously I was training before, but like, know that I'm gonna go in and have like a good fucking session. Well, think I'm gonna have a good fucking session. I'm hoping I'm gonna have a good fucking session. I will have a good fucking session. And that is so important, guys. Like, your self-talk going into the gym is so important, especially on a prep. If you're going into the gym like, oh, so weak, so tired, so underfueled, you're gonna have shit sessions, and then you're gonna lose muscle, and you're gonna be a small little bitch by the time you get on stage. And we are not small bitches around here, right? So even though I've had many sessions where I had to drag my ass in, I always did my best to just have that positive mindset, like, I am strong, I am strong, I am strong. And yeah, you know what? Still logbooking, which I'm glad about. I've said it before, sometimes numbers aren't quite there, but I'm still going in with that aim to maintain or progress if I can. And last few weeks I have been able to, so that's been nice. Okay, I'm gonna stop procrastinating and I'm gonna go and actually fucking train. Let's go.
Okay.
Session done. Oh, that was an interesting session. Let me paint the scene. So I train in M13 on Thursdays and Fridays. M13 is owned by Dorian Yates. If you don't know who that is, who the fuck are you? He's a multiple time Mr. Olympia. And I was on the leg extension and he came over and was like, do you mind if I work in with you? And I'm like, of course not, Mr. Yates. I've never really spoken to him before. One time he did say that I trained really hard on the leg extension. I was like, thanks. But anyway, so obviously I'm working in with him. He was like, you're not going to embarrass me, are you? Because he was doing less weight than me. And I was like, no. So anyway, I'm doing my sets. And obviously, you know, Dorian Yates is standing there, like, kind of watching. I'm going to train my fucking ass off. Like, you can't train like a pussy when he's in front of you. So I did. I obviously took my stats all the way there. And then he was talking to me and he was like, oh, are you competing? And I was like, yeah. He's like, when's the show? And I told him when it was. And he was like, you should not be training like that. And I was like, yeah, maybe. And he was like, listen, you do not want to get hurt at this point. Like, you've done the work. I know it's hard because you clearly love to train, but at this point, like, you have to stay fresh and healthy. So he was like, please, like, listen, he's like, I've made the mistake before. Don't do it. Like, you know, I know you're just thinking about the competition, but the competition, like, you've already done the work. So, like, just don't be silly. So I was like, yeah. No, to be fair, you're probably right. Like, but I mean, he was standing right there. I had to. So then I got in the hack squat, put a plate on, went to warm up, and I realized I had hurt my back. Did Dorian Yates manifest that for me? It's not too bad. It's literally just kind of up my upper spine. It's a pain that I've had before, and I know it's usually caused by my ribs. And I know if I push through it, I will end up sore and I will end up actually hurt. So I was like, I texted Christian and I was like, listen, done this. What do you think I should do? And he was like, just don't do the hack squat. Like, don't be dumb. So I just left it. And then I just did the rest of the session. I did slightly reduced loads on some exercises and just really took my time, just really focused on getting a good pump. And it was absolutely fine. But yeah, I was like, you are not getting to this point and then picking up an actual injury. It's just hard because, like, I feel so fucking good, but I have to remember I'm still the leanest I have ever been in my life, and I do not want to be an idiot. So yeah, bit of a reality check for me. It's tough because I know I want to train hard, but also I have to train smart too and listen to my body. So yeah, took my post-workout pictures as well. I'll flash them up on the screen somewhere. I hate the pictures that I take in this gym because I just think they make me look really fat and soft. And Christian was like, you're mental. And I was like, thanks, babe. He was happy with them. I can definitely see, like, I look full and I look good. So, you know, it's fine. But luckily I only train in this gym twice a week. So I only have to deal with that 2 times a week. But anyway, I'm going to go home. Well, I have to go to the shop first, do a grocery shop. Maybe I'll bring you guys with me. And then head home and then eat my post-workout, which is going to be chicken, rice, and pineapple. Buzzing. And we are back from, oh my God. My DJI is plugged into my computer and I nearly just dropped it like 5 times. I am back from going to visit or going to meet the dog sitter lady. She was lovely. Samson seemed to like her, so that's good. Obviously, I have like nerves about leaving him alone for the first time, even though I know he'll be fine and I know he needs to do it because we are going to travel at times and he is going to be left alone. But he's my baby, you know, it's tough, but he's a good boy. He's a big boy. And I'm sure he'll be absolutely fine. I just had my 3rd meal, which was cream of rice. And I think I might have found my new favourite combo. So I did cream of rice, the chocolate brownie one, banana, dark chocolate, and the tiramisu perform isolate. It was fucking delicious. I was eating it and I was like, I don't want this to end. You know, when you're like eating the meal and you're already sad that you're going to be finished the meal, that's kind of how I felt. So it went down a fucking treat. I already can't wait to have it again tomorrow, which I'm assuming my food's going to be the same tomorrow. But I am just going to wrap up the video here because I feel like it's already long enough. I'm looking at my thing and there's 2 hours worth of footage and I haven't even imported all the stuff from my DJI. So this is going to be a long fucking vlog. Are we surprised? I hope that we're all enjoying the long vlogs, but thank you much. Thank you much. Thank you much. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. I hope you have enjoyed this week's video. And yeah, I hope you're all just excited for more videos to come. Of course, as always, if you've made it this far, don't forget to subscribe, give me a like, give me a comment, share it on your social media, tag me at emma.curvin on Instagram. And if there's anything you guys want to see, of course, do let me know. And I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye.